I wanted to start with the speech that the Pope gave yesterday to Congress. Obviously, this is unprecedented, having a pontiff going before Congress. I just want to get your reaction to what he covered in that speech yesterday.
I think the Pope was really non-confrontational. If a lot of people were expecting that, that's not what they got. And he really talked about a lot of things. He focused on these four important, really American heroes, a couple of them Catholic. But what stood out to me was what he said about wealth and wealth creation. He's been quite critical of the global economy. He's even criticized the invisible hand, the famous invisible hand of Adam Smith. But he actually talked about the importance of wealth creation. He talked about the breakthroughs that have happened in the alleviation of poverty in the first few years of the 20th century. This is a little more than he said in the past. He even, again, quoted from his most business-friendly sentences in his entire encyclical from this summer and talked about business as a noble vocation. So I think that, for me, really stood out.
You know, I think we have a little bit of that tape of the Pope talking about wealth creation from that speech yesterday.
I know that many Americans today, as in the past, are working to deal with this problem. It goes without saying that part of this great effort is the creation and distribution of wealth.
The Pope speaking there yesterday before Congress. Professor Richards, I wanted to ask you about climate change, something that came up both in front of the White House the day before and yesterday. This is something that this Pope has talked about a lot. In particular, you say the speech wasn't confrontational. Did he make a fairly forceful case for it, doing something more about it yesterday?
He did, and he specifically called for that, though he didn't get into some of the sort of detailed scientific questions that he got into in his much longer encyclical. I think he understood who he was talking to, and he knows that Americans on both sides of the aisle and all members of Congress believe in being good stewards of the environment, but he's also aware that there are legitimate debates about this, as he recognized even in his encyclical. So while he talked about the importance of climate change, the importance about environmental stewardship, I think he did it in an ironic way so that he would bring more people together rather than dividing them.
Jay Richards, professor of economics and business at Catholic University, thanks very much.